some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh. You're chilling when the rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling when the rain. You're some kind of butterfly. My appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
Okay.
Dysfunctional.
Hold on.
Dysfunctional.
This is so ghetto, bro. So ghetto. What's up, y'all? What's going on, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in.
Hey, y'all.
We see all of these wonderful names up in here.
Oh, excuse me.
We appreciate everybody for being here. Thank y'all so much. This is season 4 of the Social Den, and we are back with part 2 of a recently visited discussion, which is dysfunctional families. We are your hosts, CJ and Sharice. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here. We hope everybody liked the live and shared out the live. We have, another good show. We weren't able to get to all of the comments and stuff that was, that was left in the chat last time. So
it was a great conversation.
It was a great conversation.
It was requested, for part 2. So we just wanted to, get it going while it was here. It was fresh. Everybody still wanted to continue the conversation. So here we are.
All right. So that's like we always do, y'all. Let's get to this chat and say what's up to all of our den dwellers. And we're going to get started.
I do.
StreamYard, welcome in. Appreciate you for being here as always. Sticks in charge. I know he's probably
in
bed sleep, but
playing with his toes.
Yeah, he always comes in and says hi and knows tells us that he's gonna catch the replay. So shout outs to Cuzzo Sticks.
Yep.
Leonica in the building, welcome in.
Hey Leonica.
We got King Jihad in the building, welcome in, bro.
Hey brother Jihad.
Got my twin up in the building, Tamika Dan in the building, welcome in. Let's see, Latoya, the birthday girl in the building, welcome in. Hope you enjoyed your birthday, sis. We got my man Trap Vision 3D in the building. What up, Trap?
Trap.
Let's see. We got Sassy in the building. What's up, Sassy Sonia? We got our sister Rain in the building.
Hey, Rain, with your beautiful self.
Who else we got up in here? JJ in the building. What up, JJ?
Hey, JJ. I'm freezing.
CJ and Sharice in the building. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh Lord.
It's my brother. Hey, Squeak.
Got my man, my best friend of over 20 years in the building.
But for those of y'all who was in that live, CJ kept saying his best friend and did not give y'all his name. Yes. His name is we call him Squeak.
His name is Antoine, but we call him Squeak. What up, bruh, and sis? Geraldine in the building. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Geraldine, how are you, beautiful?
Morris McNair in the building.
Hey,
welcome
Morris.
in. We got Jihad. Sorry, y'all. Well, we can say it twice. Jihad TV in the building.
Yes, brother Jihad.
You know what I'm saying? Jermaine in the building. Welcome in.
Jermaine.
Let's see. We got Diva Mom in the building.
Hey, Diva Mom.
Let's see. Michelle in the building. Welcome in, Michelle. MR in the building.
Hey, MR.
Let's see. We don't like missing nobody's name now. Let's make sure we get that. Auntie Simply in the building. Welcome in. Keeping up with the Griffins in the building. What up, fam?
Griffins, y'all. We like.
Let's see. Make sure we ain't missing nobody, y'all. The Honorable Joni Meeks in the building. Welcome in.
Love. Hey, babe.
Let's see.
We
got Tia Lee TV in the building. Welcome in, bro and sis. We got Satin in the building. Welcome in, Satin. Let's see. Karika in the building. Welcome in, Mrs. Richardson.
Hey, Karika boo.
TJ's Destination in the building. Welcome in.
TJ. We like 3 days.
We got Bud Files in the building. Welcome in.
Hey, Bud Files. Welcome in.
Long time no see. Let's see. PBT in the building. What up, Bob?
Hey, Aunt.
We got some heavy steppers up in here tonight, y'all. Let me see. Let me show Queen Ali in the building.
Hey, beautiful.
Sheesh. Let me see. Who else we got up in here? We almost at the bottom, y'all. Almost at the bottom.
Chocolate
dropping Coop in the building. Welcome in. All right, y'all. So we've reached the bottom of the chat. Now, tonight is going to be a little different than the last time. Well, not really.
Hey, Lolo.
But it is going to be a little different. we are going to be dropping the link and allowing y'all to come up and speak with us. We are able to get 10 people on the stage at once, but I'm sure not 10 people are not coming up here. So I'm going to drop the link. We already have one of the homies want to come up and talk immediately, I'm sure, because my man had a lot to say for the last episode. He was listening in while he was working out.
Tisha.
What up, Tisha?
And y'all listen, we know that there's a little bit of dysfunction in all families, okay? This is not a negative thing. As y'all know, Social Den is a no judgment zone. We are just talking about real life topics. This is just, discussion about things that happen in families and how we deal with it and how we think we may possibly be able to or want to change it for the next generation if we can. So it's nothing negative. We know it's in families and we can't change it.
Right.
It's just there, it's just a conversation.
Yep. Pretty much. So, like I said, the link is in the chat. So if you would like to come up and discuss dysfunctional families, or if what up, Trey Nene?
Hey, big bro and sis, how was vacation?
Hope y'all had an awesome vacation down in the MIA.
Yeah.
So if y'all would like to come up and speak on this touchy subject, you're more than welcome to. Like we say, there's no judgment zone. You can speak your mind. All we ask is that you come up and just keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? And all of that good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And while we have somebody up here speaking and you come backstage, please be patient. We'll bring you up as soon as the opportunity, opens up.
Right. Oh, we might make it a round table type of thing.
I mean, we can. I'm just saying I don't want to cut nobody off. That's what I'm saying.
We'll
it can be round table. I just don't want to cut nobody off.
We'll see. So shout out to the 30 million in the building. And we are going to bring up our first, our first guest for the night. And this is, hold on. I got everybody right. Okay. Yeah. All right, so let's bring up our boy, man. Trap Vision 3D in the building, y'all.
Yo.
What up, Trap?
Hey. What's happening?
What's popping?
Man, y'all, boy. I'm gonna tell you something, man. These topics, boy, y'all be having people fired up, man.
Yeah.
What
up, Latrice?
Yeah. Yo, and I'm gonna tell you something. It's so necessary, man. Dude, I was sitting here looking at all of the comments, man, from the last rip, and I said, God, dog, and I told you, man, on the phone, bro, this is something you got to come back to.
Right.
Like, you just can't, like, that was a tease, you know what I'm saying? Like, because people, the thing about it, and I'll say this, you guys are definitely owning this channel. You guys are I like to say authors of a channel, not just YouTubers or whatever, but you guys are creating a space for people, or have created a space for people to let it go, because I know there's a lot of dysfunctional stuff going on, but we need some solutions, you know what I'm saying? And people need to get stuff off their chest. So yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. And it was no question that we wanted to reach out to you because, like you just said, you sat on the phone for almost an hour after the last episode. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot to speak on and talk about. So just let everybody know, like, what you like. Why did this topic touch you so much and have you really wanting to speak on it?
Man, because like I had this conversation 2 days ago. The dysfunction actually stems. You have to go back. You know what I'm saying? Within our families. You know what I'm saying? Our generations back. I'm talking about generations back. It's always been set up for this dysfunction to happen, man. Like you had a great grandfather that really didn't talk much. He worked, he did his thing, but he didn't talk much. So he didn't show your grandfather how to love and how to show you how to be a man. And that stuff just kept coming, right? And even when it comes down to when you look at marriage. So for me, marriage was like, I saw my parents, they were like poisonous at times. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were great providers. Don't get me wrong. They kept a roof over my head. I had food, had the whole nine, but I learned the wrong way how to argue, or actually you shouldn't be arguing. You should, like, if you have a debate, you guys should have some type of healthy solution or come up with some type of healthy solution. And I always watched them hands flying, like that was the end of it. Right. So I learned that, You know what I'm saying? I learned that if your woman get the yapping, there's ways to get her to stop talking. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying this, and anybody in the chat, like if you want to prejudge, just think about it for a second before you prejudge. This is what I witnessed, and not just from my parents, but from like uncles and you know what I'm saying, like cousins and everybody else. Man, it's always been in order to get what you need. It was always like a woman had to be quiet, a man had to, you know what I'm saying, you had to man up and just get it done, no matter what. Like you never showed your emotions, you never really confided in somebody unless it was like one or two homeboys. But boy, I
Mhm.
had to find out the hard way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I found out the hard way, man. I've been a terrible friend, I've been a terrible brother, a terrible husband, a terrible father. Like, bro, I just wreck shop with my family
Right.
with stuff I've learned and pride too. You know what I'm saying? So I know I shot off some stuff before about, you know, how dysfunction works, and I know how it feels against me, but I'm here really. I'm on display and I don't mind sharing my story with people. Yeah, I was that dysfunctional. I caused a lot of dysfunction. And I don't blame anybody at this point, because any dysfunction that I do, if I move forward with dysfunction, that's on me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I can't keep blaming my parents for, you know what I'm saying, because I learned. And one thing I tell you what, that Bible got a man. You ain't even got to be religious. Read the whole book of Proverbs. Get that wisdom. I'm telling you that I say Proverbs and Psalms, because both of those are like a combo. If you don't do nothing else, read those two as a book. And I know some people in the chat that like to read. God, dog, those two help me out. Like it's currently helped me out because, oh Lord, the dysfunction is real.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you're right about that. I mean, and I look at it like there's different levels of dysfunction too. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like there's dysfunction is dysfunction, but I look
Mhm.
at it like, you know, when I say there's levels, I mean there are different. Everybody deals with different dysfunctions in their personal lives. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't always
Mhm.
stem from your parents. You know, there's
Right.
dysfunction in siblings and cousins, and you know, all of that. So it's no particular part of the family that the dysfunction comes from. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I just feel like if it's talked about more, that it could help people cope. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we like to talk about these type of things on the social den, because you
Absolutely.
just never know who's going through what they're going through or whatever, and this could be a safe space for them.
Yeah.
I appreciate your honesty because a lot of people won't say, you know, how they have been wrong, and you can admit that you were wrong and you were a part of, you know, you were the dysfunction.
Oh my gosh.
Admit that it's okay to be that dysfunction as long as you learn
Yeah.
and you grow from it. And people don't want to admit that. They act like it's something wrong with that, and it's nothing wrong with it.
Mhm.
Man, look, let me tell you something, sis. Um, I've had plenty nights of tears, despite what's happened to us this year. I've
Right.
had plenty nights where I'm sitting up and I'm like on my face, forget my knees, I'm on my face on my floor talking to God, like in this submissive, like the lowest part. My carpet wasn't even clean. I ain't even care. It's like the baby food was all over the place. I'm just laying down like in a submissive state, like God, I am jacked. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because it's when you really listen to somebody that's like, yo, you hurt me, and
Mhm.
this is what you've done. It's like crap. You know what I'm saying? Because like I know before I just let it go. I'm like, man, it ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, whatever. And like when you really look at somebody's damage and you're like, crap, I had something to do with. Oh my gosh, I felt like terrible for some things. And I talked to my son one time, and I always at one point, I ain't gonna say always. When they start getting a little older, I told my young man, I said, hey, listen, I want y'all to be upfront and honest. Let me know what type of father I am. I said, now you're not gonna get in trouble for this. I need to know the real. And I actually got this training from a pastor I had before. And my kids told me, like, well, Pops, we not gonna get in trouble. I was like, nah, I promise you not. Like, just be open and honest, be respectful, but open and honest. And they laid into me. When I tell you, it was like getting whipped across the back. I'm like, oh gosh. I'm like, man, I'm trash as a dad, bro. I'm like, whoo. And I had to take that one, boy. You talking about egg on your face? Like, God, remember how they say, man, there's your face, pick it up. It was the shame was so heavy. I couldn't lift it, man. And all I could do, I looked my boys in the face. Each one of them, I said, I apologize for, missing out on this. I apologize for that. I've apologized to my daughter for stuff, man. I'm like, man, my wife, even my mother, like me and my mother don't get along at all. But God gave a command that you're supposed to honor your mother. He didn't say because she's good or she's terrible, whatever. Whatever the case is, that was a straight command, and I didn't follow it. I didn't follow. I'm like, man, God, she did this. She abandoned me. She did. And I gave an excuse because I've been abandoned so many times and wronged. I justified me hurting other people. I'm like, well, shoot, you did this and you did that. And I'm like, but think about every time I point, God's like, but I showed you grace and mercy, right? And you not acting on that. How you gonna come lay your face down on the ground and pray to me and you out here acting a fool with these people that I gave you command over? And I'm like, another one, stabbed. I'm like, oh gosh. Like, bro, I had to come to grips, man. And this year alone, I said my son paid a heavy price for all of us to really wake up, man. And it's like, one, life is short. You don't get a second chance sometimes. And, even with him, like, I mean, not to get too far into it, both me and his mother gave him warnings because he came in one day and I said, yo, something's wrong because my chest was hurting. I said, something bothered me about you. 2 weeks later, he was out of here, you know what I'm saying? And that, it makes you think about, as a father, it's like, did I do everything I was supposed to? Did I say everything? I'm like, man, and that's a part of the dysfunction. So now it's like, I always say this, that my son had paid a heavy price. It wasn't just me learning a lesson. It's all of my other boys, everybody that was connected to him, man. And it has to stop at one point. Like, if you dysfunctional, if your mind is just like off, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you don't even know you're part of the problem, but like, you can kind of tell when there's multiple people telling you that you're wrong in this certain area or multiple areas. I'm like, man, please don't let pride continue to tear you up, because like, I think we could be our own worst enemy. Because like, Sharice, if I pissed you off, if I did something wrong and you said, Trap, I don't like that, man, and you just cuts me out, right? I'm gonna feel bad, even though you got it off your chest. I'm gonna feel even worse because, you know what I'm saying? Now I get, your husband's gonna be like, yo, what'd he say? What, you know what I'm saying? Like, now I've offended both of y'all. And I'm like, no, man, that's not my intention. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, dude, all I'm gonna say is this: don't let pride get in the way.
Absolutely.
That's a big one, because a lot of people let pride get in their way, and it happens between husband and wife. It happens between friends. It happens between families. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people need to work on, is not allowing pride to get in the way.
Yep.
Hey, Anwar and Meet, welcome in.
Meet now in the building. We got some we have some comments from the chat that I would like to read. And as y'all all, we like to call this portion of the show From the Den. Shout outs to the 28 million in the building. We are discussing dysfunctional families. This is part 2 of this wonderful topic. I think like I just said, I think it needs to be spoke. I think we need to talk about it more. I think I really think that getting it off your chest is medicine for the soul anyway. So let's get to these comments. JJ said, man, since my grandmother passed, family has been so dysfunctional. I could count on one hand who I talk to, and that is 3 people. Man, that's the truth, man, because just think about how many families where the grandmother and grandfather was the glue to the family. And then once they passed, everything went downhill, or everybody started to, break apart and all of that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's a great point, JJ. Great point. Y'all, we got another guest backstage. This is my man Squeak, my best friend of over 20 years. I'm gonna bring him up. What up, bro?
What's goody?
Ain't nothing.
Hey, sister.
Hi, brother.
Salute, brother.
What's
Salute.
goody?
What's good, bro?
Squeak, that's
Yeah, man.
That's my man Trap.
squeak.
Yep,
What
yep.
up, brother, man? Salute to you, sir.
Hey, same to you, man. Sitting here listening to your story and everything. You know what I mean? Just thought I'd chime in.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, what you feel like? How you feeling about this subject?
Yeah, you know I'm gonna keep it a band all the time.
Right.
You see me. You see me. Nah, nah, but of course your dysfunctional families and all that. You know what I mean? That's part of the journey. You know what I mean? And we all got to grow up and we all got to, at some point, look ourselves in the mirror. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And take that accountability for ourselves. It's easy to use everything that we been through as a crutch. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But what I learned, real talk, no, I mean, my dad ain't really been in my life my whole life. We live in the same city. I could have easily used that as a crutch. You know what I mean? He don't know
Right.
his grandkids. It was like 11 of us, and only like three of us know each other on my dad's side. You know what I mean? And I could have easily used that as a crutch growing up. And in my early years, I can say that I used to question it, like, what's so bad about me that my dad don't want me or whatever. And as you grow up and you go through life, and you know what I mean, where I'm at in my life, I just got to the point maybe 5, 10 years ago. I'm just glad he met my mom. Know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? I'm just glad
Mm.
I'm here. You feel me? Know what I mean? What he's doing in his life is his life. That's his journey, his choices. Know what I mean? Me, honestly, he taught me how not to be. Like I told my mom one time, I'm like, suppose he was in my life, would I be the man I am right now?
Right.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? So at the end of the day, our journey is our journey, and it's really what we make of it. You know what I mean?
That's
And
real.
like when I was down there with you in Maryland, I told you when we was talking, I was like, my inner me is my enemy. You know what I'm saying? The inner me
Mm.
is
Bruh.
my enemy.
That
You
is
know what I'm
so
saying?
fire, bro.
So
When he told me that, bro, I wanted to put it on a t-shirt immediately.
Hey,
My
that need to go on the t-shirt. I promise.
my enemy is my enemy is my
my
Is my
inner
inner
me,
me. My
my
enemy
inner
is my
me,
enemy.
enemy
yeah.
is my enemy.
That's crazy.
Fire, bro.
Hey, bro, you a poet.
It's life, bro. It's
That
life.
fire.
Man,
So,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
so at the end of
man.
the day, I just feel like at some point you just gotta look yourself in the mirror, and you can use
yeah.
things that crutches because at the end of the day, the things that don't happen, the things that don't happen to us in our life, we tend to use it as a crutch. But when we realize that it ain't our fault, what somebody else did that should have known better. You know
Right.
what I mean? At the end of the day, it's really like you standing up and having integrity and really looking yourself in the mirror and taking accountability for what you can control in
Right.
your life. You know what I mean? And that's what I try to teach my kids. So I'm not going to accept mediocrity when it comes to my kids. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? At some point, you're going to be on your own. You're going to be standing on your own 10 toes. And
Yep.
at the end of
Hmm.
the day, we ain't all going to always be here. You know what I mean? To really be here to guide you. So what we teaching you and God and the Jews we dropping to you right now, you got to humble yourself and receive it, even when you don't want to hear it. Know what I
Mm.
mean? So know what I mean? So that's my advice, yo. Know what I
Hey,
mean?
somebody
And
give
my
that man a
feedback.
pulpit, man. You need a pulpit, bro. Hey, look,
I
I'm just
smoke
telling
too
you what's
much
in my
bud,
spirit.
bro. I smoke too much bud to be in the pulpit, bro. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? Nah, I'm just saying. But no, real talk though, man. Like at the end of the day, if I could pass on anything on this platform, is at the end of the day, we just gotta stand on our 10 toes and just take accountability for ourselves and what we can control. Know what I mean? Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, we all know right from wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean? But it's on you to, know what I mean, live as that stand-up person, that person of integrity. And guess what? Everybody that in my circle, you gotta be rolling like that. Cause it's easy to be friend somebody or be cool with somebody or let somebody in your circle that's on some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what? You in some bullshit because you a ride or die.
Yep.
Know what I mean? So you can't let everybody in your bubble. You can't let everybody in your circle, especially the people that you know ain't stand up. Ain't a stand-up person, ain't a real person. And at the end of the day, we gotta also be disciplined enough, even if you let somebody in your circle, to know when to walk away. There's no, I mean, we make excuses for people. Well, he had a tough life. He didn't do a lot of shit. His mama won't there. His daddy won't there. Know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
it's so many people that went through that. Know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's who you are as a person. It's what
Right.
you stand for. Know what I mean? And if
Absolutely.
you ain't standing on what I'm standing on, I can't fuck with you anyway. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So that's
There
all
it
I
is.
got. You know what I
There
mean? You know
it
what
is.
I'm saying?
No, you
There it
got more than that, bro. You got more than that, man. You
I ain't
dropping
gonna.
some gems, bro.
Real talk though.
And let's welcome to the
CJ,
yo.
CJ, can you put the light on you, bro? You dark as shit. Where that beamer? Where that beam light? No,
And we
real
all
talk though.
yeah. And we gotta welcome Unc PBT in the building. Welcome in, Unc.
Hey, what's up,
Yo, what
CJ?
up, bro?
My main man, Trap Squeak, man. Trap and Squeak. I heard y'all preaching, man. Hey, maybe some more people need to smoke some bud. I don't know. You making a lot of sense to me. I don't know, but
Yeah, man.
hey, man, you know, I love when I come on the live and I'm not prepared because that's when you really have to speak from the heart, especially if you take the chance to get behind that camera.
Yep.
But you know, I hear, and I may sound not purposely, but a little like Malcolm X. You know, what is the so-called dysfunctional family? What makes them dysfunctional? I mean, it may be there. It started with what Squeeze said, the individual.
Mm-hmm.
But what makes that individual, and then that turns into a couple of individuals and a group of individuals dysfunctional, just because they're not acting like what society has deemed the norm. I had some, man, I didn't even know how to say dysfunctional. I had some crazy ass people in my family. I mean, boy, I had one uncle. I don't know what happened. I heard several stories, but this dude came outside because they were trying to cut his cable out when cable first came out. But nigga told the boy nobody cut nothing off.
Oh.
Now that might have been borderline dysfunctional. I don't know, but me, I had talked to Trap a while back, and I went on a retreat in 23, 24, one of them years, and I was with 14 other dysfunctional ass people. So they say. But these people was actually pretty cool. I wanted to do a live, where are they now? But I can't find them. Seriously. Real talk. But it really made me get in the mirror and look at myself on a daily basis and say, okay, I'm walking around here, I'm bebopping around like I'm functional. And you know what I found out? CJ, Sharice, Trap, Squeak, the whole thing. Hell, I found out I'm dysfunctional. Real talk. I found out like, whoa, man, I do this, I do that. Why?
Right.
You know, and a lot of times we look at the certain family members. I just did a live with Tanya from Event Yours about where are the big mamas, and then we had the Black Kings Forum here. But it's so much stuff that I've questioned in the last couple of years about me and thought process and mindset. Took a break from YouTube purposely. And then I realized, Trap mentioned it to me a year and a half ago. I was in a bubble that was really a facade. I wasn't in reality. It was a YouTube facade.
Mhm.
Once I stepped out that bubble and looked in the mirror, because theoretically, if I had kids, grandkids, great kids in this house with me, I'd be running a dysfunctional family. I would have been.
Yeah.
So it starts with looking at yourself, man. While we point the finger at Uncle Larry, who over there smoking some pecan leaves and a Black and Mild wrapper, he might know something we don't know. I mean, it might be having his arthritis. We don't know.
That's
So,
facts. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. I just wanted to real quick say what's up to some people that came into the building, if y'all don't mind. Why loves to motivate in the building. Welcome in. Grateful Heart. What up,
Hey,
sis?
Grateful.
We got Auntie and Unc in the
Hey,
building.
Auntie and Unc.
And also got a couple more comments if we could get to those as well. Hold on, let me just get rid of what I just read. Shout outs to the 26 million in the building. We appreciate y'all for being here. Chocolate Drop said, right, we are all responsible for our own actions and consequences. That's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, I think that's a big point. It's learned behavior Queen Ali said it's learned behavior. We just have to heal those parts. I definitely understand. Starts within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Healing is everything. Rain said Proverbs will get your mind right. Have you looking at yourself like, dang, I'm the problem.
Trying to tell you.
Actually, I got the testimony for that one.
Boy.
Trey and Nene said, Trap, I salute you, my brother, on your strength, because I probably would still be screaming respectfully. There you go.
I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna tell you something. It hurts every day. I got right now. I can see his picture over the computer right now. Like I got him on my mantle, and I don't want to have to see him like that because the way we raised our boys. I even had my daughter stay with us for a little bit too, for a few years, as a matter of fact. So I raised all of them together. They were a unit, so they broke their unit up. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't raise them based on what I saw, what I've experienced. Chicago, Gary, Indiana, two toxic places, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I seen just about everything, anything, and I didn't want them to come up like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's yeah, bro. Like having him gone like that, and the way he wasn't, we didn't raise him to be in the street. No, he had a girl problem. That dude, man, he got a hold of girls. It was over with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I understand because I've been there. Me and him had that talk, right? Like I literally told him, I said, "Hey, man, I know about chasing the girls in the street, bro, because man, I had a problem. You know what I'm saying? And I see that you got a problem. And unfortunately, man, that was his downfall. So to Trey and Nene, I appreciate. I mean, everybody. Honestly, I just want to say this because a lot of people in the chat, man, sent us, not just me, sent us so much love, man. Me and I actually came here for the funeral, man, and that y'all. I mean, I couldn't express it then because I was hurt, man. But when y'all left, man, I was like, man, that is so crazy. I met y'all through YouTube, and y'all down, man, talking about like you want to talk about some love, man. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
And why I get on my nerves sometimes, man, the way he talk. You know what I'm saying? I hate the way his hairline is when he come on live. He think he's straight, but he's not. But other than that, that's my guy, 10 toes down. You feel me? So yeah, bruh. It ain't. I mean, I'm able to function through the day, but my heart broke. I think my heart will be broke forever, man. You know what I'm saying? I miss that dude. You feel me?
Absolutely. And you know we all here for you, bro. You know we just
already know.
Way, bro.
Absolutely. Welcome in, East Dad, Coco.
East Dad, Coco, Base Chick. Welcome in.
Hey, Sister Sonia.
That's Sister Sonia in the building. Coco's content. All right, y'all. We got an East Dad actually cartwheeled out. He was here and then he cartwheeled out. He said he was at work. So shout out to East Dad, man. Thank you for stopping in, bro. All right, y'all. Let's see. Trey Nene said, I watched my mother get beat. That ish affected me. When I got older, I beat my stepdad with a bat. Man, listen. You know, as youngins, you see your parents getting beat on, and you're too young. You know, you can't really do anything. But we don't forget. You know what I'm saying? We don't forget, especially if it continued as you got older. You know what I'm saying? If if it started to slow down or if it stopped and then they came to you and talked to you about it, and that would be different how you wanted that, that would be within you how you want to handle it. But if you still seeing that abuse as you get older, and you gotta be ready to suffer the consequences, that little nigga become a big nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Real, like, for real. So yeah, that's a good point, Trey. I'm sorry you had to go through that, bro.
I think a lot of people go through that, CJ, and don't admit it or don't want to talk about it. Or I remember when my mother and father divorced. My mother went on her first date. When she came home, my father jumped out the bushes. I mean, literally jumped out the hedges, waiting on her. And she called me. I was at work at a nightclub, and I told him, I said, I tell you what, you put your hands on her, my brother and I are going to smoke you. And his words were, you going to kill us? No, you're going to kill yourself, because if you touch her, that's on you, bro. And,
Right.
and he didn't, and that's the first time I ever stood up to my father. But so.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. Rain said, Trey, I watched the same with my mother, but I started choosing men that mimicked the same behavior. I had to choose me eventually.
Wow.
And that's deep. That's deep. Yeah. I mean,
that's crazy. I mean, but that's not, see, that's the thing though. Yeah. Because like you stay in that comfort, you know what I'm saying? And like, I ain't gonna never shy away from like the dumb stuff I did, you feel me? It's like, that's what I thought life was about. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, if you had an issue, man, and I brought some very dysfunctional behaviors in previous relationships into my marriage, bro, like, it's damaging. You know what I'm saying? And for those that walked out of it, man, amen. Hey, I can say amen to that, you feel me? Because if you don't, you stuck in this perpetual loop, and you're damaging yourself, you're damaging people, and like, people not gonna want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it starts to bleed. It starts to bleed, bro. You start to bleed.
Yeah.
You start to bleed what you go through. You know what I'm saying? And it unfortunately, that blood can stain other people. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's definitely a great point. Let's see. Cowboy said, well, Unc said, I believe someone else can sometimes be responsible for the shit you do. Yeah. I mean, we all are grown at the end of the day, but I mean, I guess that depends on the circumstances and what the situation is. But I mean, that's definitely true, though.
Hey, I agree with that, though, because a lot of times we don't even realize the burden that we carry for years, decades, that we may have been told when we were 12 and unleashed the dragon when we're 42. At the wrong time. I mean, seriously. You just have a flashback, man.
Yeah, I believe, bro, at the end of the day, people gonna only do what you allow them to do.
Yeah.
Especially when you get to that space that you confident, you stand on what you stand on, and you believe in what you believe in. Like I was saying earlier, who you allow in your circle, or who you allow in your bubble, even family. Sometimes you gotta cut certain people off. You know what I mean? Because of how they are and the things they refuse to do to better themselves. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, people only gonna do what you allow them to do. So you can't allow, what's right, and you allow somebody to do something, and then you still give them chances, or you still try to work with them, knowing that they ain't doing nothing to change themselves. So we gotta blame ourselves when it comes to certain shit too. I mean,
that's sweet, because people will start making that excuse. So they're gonna change, they'll change, she'll change, he'll change, we'll change, and
then you could be doing something out of love, and then people don't appreciate you. They take advantage of you. So you ain't standing on your 10 toes, knowing that you feel offended or what's going on, but you don't speak on it, or you don't say nothing about it. That means you allow them to do things to you that you don't appreciate. I can't do it. On my mom, I can't do it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to speak up, and I have the choice to walk away or not deal with that. But we make excuses for people to deal with shit that you shouldn't even have to deal with anyway.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, just think about when and I ain't gonna just say females. I'm gonna just say think about when a person is being abused in a relationship. What's the first thing the person that's being abused do? They make excuses for the other person. Oh, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just having a bad day, or oh, I think it was something that I did. Maybe it was something that I said, or
Work stressing him out, and
yeah,
we
yeah.
having financial problems, and
Uh-huh. There's no justifying putting your hands on somebody like that. You know what I'm saying?
But in that situation, where do it say, I really do love you?
Right.
I really do care about you. Like
Mhm.
we be in relationships and then we deal with shit that you don't got a million signs to walk away. But
Right.
instead of walking away and doing better for yourself, like I just was saying, allowing people to do something that they shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean? We make excuses for them, and then before you know it, you've been in a relationship for 7 years
Right.
or 3 years even. You know what I'm saying? But at the end
Mm-hmm.
of the day, it's about, you know what I mean, really just standing on what you believe in and what you deserve as a person, especially if you're trying to be a good person and be a stand-up person.
Right. Right. I mean,
You
to
ain't gonna
keep your circle. I say this all the time, man. Keep your circles. You don't have to have a huge circle, bro. Like if that's what you want to do, then by all means. I mean, that's all you. You know what I'm saying?
to
But
each his own.
to each his own. Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, I just always believe that the smaller the circle, the better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The less you have to worry about. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to keep your head on a swivel and be worried about this person is really for me or whatever. Like,
Right.
I just really believe in small circles, man, for real. Shout outs to YFC that just walked in.
Hey,
We appreciate you
YFC.
for being here, YFC. I want to make
You
sure.
know, a lot of people don't mean they have to be in your
Exactly.
circle.
Or just because you know a lot of people, you don't automatically have to title them the F word. Because that F word gets thrown around way too damn loose. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I mean, yeah, that's another conversation though. But JJ said, yeah, I had an uncle who was a wild card for sure, holding someone hostage at gunpoint. And I agree, we all have to remember when you pointing the finger, 3 point back at you. Yeah,
Boy,
yep.
real.
yeah, yeah. Good point, JJ.
Well,
Trading these.
what I was thinking about CJ and Sharice is, I've been to therapy by myself. I've been to marriage therapy, but I wonder how many brothers and sisters have. I know I've never done it, and I have 2 daughters, but gone to family therapy. Like I heard Trap talking about how his kids let him have it. How many times do we go to a therapist that can relate to us? I ain't talking about somebody living in Beverly Hills somewhere, but that can relate to us and the things we endure and talk to, and then everybody just be open because it's amazing what an 8 or 9 that show that kids say the damn this shit is about the truest show they ever came out with as far as the title. Kids don't tell you the truth. They may not say it in the right way, but they're gonna tell you what's going on.
Facts.
Especially if they think there's no backlash.
Yeah,
Right.
that's facts. That's why I like the way Trap put it when he let his kids tell him what's up. He was like, just keep you can tell me whatever you want to tell me. Just keep it respectful, but you can tell me what you want to tell me. You know what I'm saying? So.
And I think all kids should be able to be allowed to do that. I know that's something that we allow in our household, and I think that all kids should be allowed to do it. I know coming up for me, I wasn't allowed to express how I felt, and maybe that's why I feel so strong about it now. But I hate when people say kids don't have feelings or kids don't have the right to voice their opinion. I hate when people say that.
Yep.
Hey y'all, I'm gonna jump off because I got a show. I got my man waiting in the wings about to go. But I do want to say this before I bounce out. One, I appreciate what y'all do. I think that friendship thing that you had, I want to get on that conversation too, because that's a
Oh yeah.
That's a loaded one. But I just want to leave people with this one thing, man. We can sit and talk about like the dysfunction, right? And if you have survived it and you stay clear of like some of the worst part of dysfunction, man, God bless you. You know what I'm saying? But if you one that's caused a lot of dysfunction, I'm gonna tell you the first thing, you have to forgive yourself. You got to forgive yourself first, and then you have to work in that. Because if you don't, man, you can't begin to heal if you don't forgive yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't let anybody hold you in that prison. You feel me? So if you made some mistakes, you damage people. All you can do is apologize and don't expect them to forgive you off top, because you don't know how long how much damage you've been causing for how long. You know what I'm saying? So like, I throw mine out there. I ain't hiding behind nothing. You know what I'm saying? I call some stuff, and however long it take the people that I damaged to forgive me, hey, I got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not standing on like prideful on it, but I refuse to let anybody hold me in place, hold me down with my head under the water under the stuff that I've done, because I'm like, hey, listen, this is how we're going to work on like curing this dysfunction in this family. I can't speak for nobody else, but one, forgive yourself first before you go forward. You know what I'm saying? So CJ and Sharice,
Yes,
the
sir.
two hottest people on YouTube, the two most controversial people on YouTube, the realest people on YouTube, because y'all like y'all are straight to the point. Y'all don't care about nothing else. And this is one of the attributes I respect and love from y'all.
Yeah, we
This
appreciate
is a great format. And yes, millions of people need to hear this.
it. Yeah.
Squeak, bro, weed or not, you 10 tones down, bro. And that's your ministry. I don't care, even with your trees, that's ministry. What you did, bro, I felt everything,
Yeah.
all of it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Man, dude, man, you a poet, bro. And
Mhm.
Appreciate
hey, don't cause so much trouble on here, man. Don't like, cause can get, can start going, right?
I
You know what I'm
know.
saying? Like
Always.
he get no, he can get the going, bro, and then it's over with. You know what I'm saying? So mind your manners in here, bro. Hey
Trust me,
man,
I'm right behind you, man. I'm about to get out of here, Charlotte.
hey man, I appreciate y'all, man. Much love to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys.
Absolutely, bro. Have a good night.
appreciate you, man.
Hey, I'm gonna raise up right behind him, CJ.
Hey, bro.
The only thing I want to say, man, is you know, as I've been venturing around lately, kind of secluding myself from a lot of stuff. I've been hearing this word representative. Everybody, men sending their representative, women sending their representative, and we're not getting to know the real people.
Right.
I tell you what, you may want to look at our children, because when they walk through that door, they're actually walking in, they're sending their representative. Because if you don't believe me, come sit in the driveway with me in my boardroom every other day.
Mm.
I hear more F-bombs and cursing, and I'm talking about they leaving middle school. I don't know what grade, they changed the names of them.
Right.
But they're leaving middle school, and it cracked me up because they'll tell me, hey, how you doing, sir? And before they can finish the R and sir, they back to cursing. But when they get home, hey, mom, hey, dad, hey, Uncle Pete,
Yeah.
So a lot of times the dysfunction is not stated. It's nonverbal communication. And with that, much love, y'all. I'm out of here. Contrary to what Trap was saying, I ain't starting no trouble. I'm going to be back in the comments. Peace, y'all. Much love.
Have a good night, bro. We
Thank
appreciate you. All right.
Sonia, thank you for dropping the popcorn fundraiser, y'all. We have 5 more days of the fundraiser going on. If you would like to purchase popcorn, all of the money from the popcorn fundraiser is going towards our community work for the Thanksgiving giveaway and for our daughter's toy drive. And also keep your eyes and ears open for the YouTube Adopt a Family as well.
Yep. Shout outs to the 28 million in the building. I'm going to get through. I think we got about some more comments I want to read. I don't want to forget about people's comments. I'm going to read these comments too. Let's see. Rain. Sorry about that, y'all. Trey said, rainbow. Trey said, rain. That's what normally happens, but thank God you're here. Absolutely, Rain. I mean, sorry to hear that you went through that as well. I mean, I feel like nobody deserves to be in any type of abusive relationship at all. You know what I'm saying? Keep your damn hands to yourself at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Leonica said, healing begins with awareness. By recognizing dysfunction, you gain the power to grow, set boundaries, and create healthier patterns built on respect and compassion. Well put, Leonica. Very well put. Rain said, I would love to write a book about the physical, sexual, mental, and emotional abuse I've witnessed and experienced. Hey, you never know how many people you can reach, Rain. I go through with it.
Write that book.
Yeah, we'll read it. Everybody in this chat will read it. So yeah, go ahead and do it. Auntie simply said, never saw my mom get hit, but she did pow my stepdad because he walked up on her mom. A real, okay. Hey, what's understood doesn't need to be explained. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mom Deuce.
Right.
Rain said, damaged is damn and managed combined. Damn, y'all dropping some. Wow. Damaged is damn and managed combined. Damn managed to get through, but God. That's deep too. Like, just like my enemy is my enemy. That's fire. And that's that damn managed is fire too. That's great. That's a great point too. Base Chick said, I was in an abusive relationship once, but he learned quickly that I fight niggas. And every time he came with the bull, I was ready. I know that's right, Base Chick. And she said it eventually led to us having, all right.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Base Chick. All right. Say less. Shout out to Base Chick and getting out of that situation though. Auntie said, I always tell my kids they can tell me anything. Just be respectful when you say it. Yeah, because I wouldn't want to be one to get slapped by Auntie. I'm just saying. That's just me.
And that's what we always tell Stink too. You can tell us anything. It's just all in how you say it, but you can always tell us anything. I think kids should be able to express their feelings. Kids definitely have feelings. I don't know what was wrong with the older generation and why we wasn't allowed to have feelings, as they said. But I hate when people say kids don't have feelings and shouldn't be allowed to express themselves. I do not agree with that at all.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Shout out to the 26 million in the building. I think, Jermaine said good night. Good night, Jermaine.
Good night, Jermaine.
Can I tell y'all about the time I was kicked?
Trey, get out. No, you can't, because I don't even believe you.
Oh my God.
Somebody had a question. Wait, hold on. Scroll down. Scroll up, baby. I'm sorry. Grateful, thank you for dropping the Cash App. Yes, if you would like to make any donations. If you don't want to purchase popcorn and you would like to make a donation, you can do so by sending it to the Cash App. Thank you, Grateful. I'm sorry, baby. This way. My eyes hurt. Wait. What if?
Grateful Heart said, what if your parents don't even admit that they're wrong for their choices?
I
mean, at the end of the day, all you can do is your part. I've heard what people will be like. It's still good to get it off your chest. You know what I'm saying? They may not accept it genuinely, but they're going to hear you because they got ears. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I personally think that you have to do that for yourself and not for them. You know what I'm saying? So I would still tell them, like, just, they may not admit it, whatever, but you still have a voice and you still can let your voice be heard by telling them.
I'll say this, and I'll never go into detail out of respect for my mom, but I know me and my mom's situation was not good when I was coming up. And when I got older, all I ever wanted was an apology from my mom. And I never got it. And it came to a point where I knew that I was never going to get it. But I just wanted to get things off of my chest. And I was able to do that one day. And she was able to hear it. And she said what she wanted to say. And she, her way of apologizing was saying, she didn't remember. And as a parent now, I was able to say, okay, she did the best that she could. She was dealing with whatever she was dealing with at that time. And I just accepted it. And I'm just happy that we're able to be where we are in the space that we are today. And that's just it. So like CJ just said, you just gotta accept it and just move on from it. Like, it's nothing that I can do to change it. The past is the past. I wish things was different, but to what Squeak said earlier, like, would I be who I am today if things weren't the way that they were when I was coming up?
Yeah, good point. Good night, Tisha.
Good night,
Thank you
Tisha.
for being here. Let me see. Chocolate Drop said, yes, I instill that in my kids. Talk to me about any and everything, even if you think it may hurt my feelings. You got to be honest, respectfully, of course. Yeah. I mean, that's all it is. It's simple. Like, you can say what's on your mind, just keep it respectful.
Yeah.
Base Chick said he ended up getting, and even after that, he still didn't change. So I left, packed up, and moved the day. He got out. Okay. I mean, you got out of that situation. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And you live and you learn as well. So glad you made it out of that situation, because that was definitely nothing you needed to be in, or anybody needs to be in. Let's see. Trey said, CJ and Anwar don't believe Ish. I say I was kidnapped by the.
Trey, go to bed. Go to bed.
I was so scared,
Trey.
my brothers.
Where is Nene?
I was so scared, my brothers.
Where'd we go?
Oh, he probably got a call or
something.
Man, this was another great show, y'all. Shout outs to all of our guests that came up on the panel. We appreciate every one of y'all for but being involved in the chat, like, you know, leaving your comments and feeling comfortable enough to share your experiences and your walks of life and everything like that, and your trials and your tribulations as well. So we appreciate each and every one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Squeak, we appreciate and love you, bro. Thank you for coming up and sharing your thoughts as well.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
You too.
And what you got to say to the people? Like, leave us with one more gem on this topic.
Well, just stand on what you stand on, man. Like what I've been saying the whole time. Like, you know what I mean? Especially if you know you're just trying to be a good person and do what's right. Don't let nobody get in the way of that. You know what I mean? Especially if you know they don't mean you no good.
Right.
Period. And you gonna see it. It's gonna be signs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you gotta know when to walk away from it.
Absolutely.
There it is. There it is. All right, we love you, bro. We appreciate you for coming up. Yeah, it's over.
Hey, big
it's
brother
over, Dre. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna definitely do a part 3. We're gonna do a part 3. This, I mean, as long as y'all want to keep talking about it, we're gonna keep on bringing it back.
And we got some other dysfunctional things we're going to talk about. We're doing a marriage night. So if anybody want to be a part of the marriage night, we're talking about marriages. We're going to be talking about, I think we're going to revisit friendships again. This one,
I'm really about to unsubscribe to CJ and Anwar Sonya for not believing me. I got your number, bro. I don't need your subscription. So you'll be all right. And Trey talking shit.
Tell everybody, check out that live. That pop up.
Oh yeah, they most of them everybody already seen it for the most part.
Oh, what?
But y'all, going over there to our.
Dre have something to say before we leave. He asked us if it wasn't over. Did Dre have something he wanted to add?
Yeah, Dre, did you have something you wanted to add to this? And y'all head on over to our channel and check out me and my man Squeak live when he was in town, y'all. It's a good watch. You know what I'm saying? We had a good time. It was fun. It was funny. You know what I'm saying? So y'all definitely check that out and leave a comment. Let us know you checked it out. I got to be married to join the damn marriage night.
Sonya, please. You already married. Stop it.
Exactly. Make it a series, CJ. Yeah, I mean, we're going to, like my wife just said, we're going to do different ones. It's not going to always be, we don't want y'all to think we're about to base the social din around dysfunction.
Right.
You know, that's not the case. We just saying that, knowing that people like to talk about these type of things, we are willing to bring them to the platform and open the discussion on the platform. So it won't turn into the social dysfunction. You know what I'm saying? It's going to still be the social din. We're just going to be touching on dysfunctional subjects. That's all. All right, y'all. So we're going to go on and get on up out of here. Next week, we will not be here. There will not be a social din next week. We are actually going on vacation. So we will be back the following week. yeah, we'll see y'all in 2 weeks after tonight.
Yep.
All right. So y'all know how we got to do every single week. We get out of here with prayer. Shout outs to our sister Vicky's world. So we're gonna let our sister Vicky get us out of here in prayer. If everybody could just bow your heads.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for the time we've shared together today. We are grateful for the insights and connections we've made through this series. As we close, we ask for your continued guidance and blessings on all those who participate in our community. May your wisdom and love inspire us to grow, learn, and support one another. Keep us safe and bring us back together in the spirit of fellowship and understanding. In Jesus' name, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Squeak, we love you, bro.
I love y'all back, yo.
Bro.
Love you.
And we love each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night. Make sure you tell somebody you love them if you haven't already, because tomorrow's not what?
Promise.
Y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. We will see y'all in 2 weeks. And until next time, folks, peace.